Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Cliff Wolf and welcome to another what if. I know it's another video but still it's still a what if, and this time I actually have gameplay in the background. So how do y'all guys like it? I'll wait. Alright, so as I was saying, okay. We're doing another part of what if Naruto and Naruto's the son of Obito. I know this video got a lot of views and a lot of y'all liked it. Most of y'all probably subscribed after watching this, so let's get in the video. So guys, basically this would happen during Shippuden, and the Kazekage rescue mission would happen pretty similar to canon. Gaara would be saved by Naruto, and Naruto would go up to Gaara and tell Gaara. Well, everything would happen it's similar to canon, but Kakashi wouldn't pass out, and Naruto would easily be able to take them out. Everybody would come home. Gaara would be resurrected using Chio, and then they would get tips from Sasuke, and then they would go find Sasuke. Sai would still be introduced, and but Yamato wouldn't, and they would still meet everybody that was there, and then they meet Sasuke. Naruto was keeping up with his training. He wasn't just learning Master Rasengan and stuff. He learned different techniques. Naruto blitzed in front of Sasuke, and Sasuke dodged all of Naruto's attacks. Sasuke told his former friend Naruto that he needs to stop following him. When Naruto heard this, he got really upset and told him that he's bringing him back to the village if he likes it or not. As soon as he heard this, Sasuke looked at Naruto and told him that he's always been an idiot. Naruto and Sasuke both looked at each other and were ready to fight until Sakura told him to stop and that they're allies and they really need to work together to beat Orochimaru since he's only using Sasuke for his body. When Sasuke hears this, he knows that, but he tells them that he's planning to kill Orochimaru now. And when Orochimaru hears that, he tries to retreat, but before he can, Orochimaru gets stabbed with a Chidori Sharp Spear. Sasuke being way stronger than canon. Everybody will be surprised, and so will Kabuto, which I messed up on part 2 saying Kabuto instead of Kibumaru. Oops for me. Okay, so let's get back into it. Kabuto would blitz towards Orochimaru. Blitz to Orochimaru to help him, but before he can do that, Orochimaru goes over to Kabuto. Well, Kabuto goes over to Orochimaru to tell him that, to try to help him, but before he can, Naruto grabs Kabuto and pushes him to the ground. And then Kabuto is surprised to see how fast Naruto is, but before Kabuto can get up and hit Naruto, Naruto stabs a kunai in his heart, which kills Kabuto instantly. So there's no reanimation jutsu, but you don't know that yet, but we'll see. Well, Orochimaru eventually sheds some of his skin, but it doesn't work, and decides to take over Sasuke. Orochimaru is way stronger since he's not in his full power. He's not in his full power. Well, he's not in his full power. His arms are not. Basically, his arms are not working because he would never do the Konoha Crush, and basically, yeah. And then they would end up fighting, and Naruto and plus Sasuke versus Orochimaru. Orochimaru has no chance. Imagine having two Sasukes in the what arc was it? The Sasuke retrieval arc. The first Sasuke, the second Sasuke, well, technically the first Sasuke retrieval arc in Shippuden. Imagine them going all out against Orochimaru, two of them, but one's a little stronger, which is Sasuke. Imagine that. Orochimaru is not going to be able to survive, and Sasuke does eventually absorb Orochimaru, like happens in canon. Orochimaru is shocked, but then Sasuke tells him his work's not done yet. He has to kill Itachi, but Naruto understands, and he decides to form a team. And his father understands and decides to form a team to go after Sasuke. No, not to go after Sasuke, to go with Sasuke to kill his brother. And they're both surprised to see that Sasuke is still well, still the same type of Sasuke. And then when Rin sees Sasuke, she gives him a hug and tells him it's been a long time. And then Sasuke cries a little, tears up a little bit, but tells her that his mission's not done yet. So here's the people that are going to be joining the mission. It's going to be Kakashi, my guy. Well, not my guy. Kakashi, Sakura. Sakura will be a genjutsu master instead of her powerhouse person. Just want to let you guys know. So it'll be Kakashi, Sakura, Naruto, Kiba, Hinata, and Neji. They would all be Jonin besides Sasuke, which is he's still a Chunin. And yeah, so basically they all go to figure out kill Itachi, and then Itachi tells them that they're somewhere. Naruto would not get the gift in this timeline, but when Itachi's clone goes out, lures Naruto off the path, Naruto is confused to see who this is and follows the crow before Sasuke, and then notice that Naruto's missing, and they go out to find him. Naruto and the others all look around. Naruto would look at Itachi, and Itachi would ask him his goals for Sasuke and Konoha. Naruto says he's going to protect Konoha, and he says Sasuke is his brother, not your brother. He said, Itachi Uchiha, traitor of the Hidden Leaf. How dare you say you're Sasuke's brother, and you killed and took everything precious to him. Itachi sits there in shock and see how much Sasuke and his friends have grown close, and eventually Itachi gives Naruto the gift, and he tells Naruto where his real body is, and to tell Sasuke. And everybody sees Naruto as he finishes swallowing the crow. And Sasuke would ask him what happened, and he's like, Itachi gave me a gift, and he gave me his crow. Sasuke would sit there and be upset that Itachi tried to kill his friend, and he'll tell him, where is he? And Naruto would tell him the coordinates of the Uchiha hideout. They would all leave to go to the Uchiha hideout, but Kakashi would tell them to take a break, and as they're taking a break, Kisame will tell them this is where they leave, and Sasuke is staying here by himself, staying there and fighting. Naruto says, how dare you keep me from Sasuke? Naruto blitzes in front of Kisame. Kisame doesn't know what to do, kicks him in his neck, sending Kisame flying, and then Kakashi and the others start fighting him, and Naruto goes with Sasuke. Naruto said he wasn't gonna fight, but when he figures out, when Sasuke says, Naruto, stay out of this is my fight, and I need you to leave, Naruto would say he's not leaving, but he will be watching to see if Sasuke really needs the help. The fight will go similar to canon, but Sasuke being a little stronger, it's not going to affect anything. Then Sasuke goes towards Kakashi and fights. Well, Kakashi goes to Kisame, and their fight is actually of epic madness. I forgot to mention that about the other, about his stuff, since this fight is taking place earlier, Itachi Sasuke fight, Itachi is still a little sick, but he's still sick. Itachi and the others Itachi and Naruto would look at each other, and then he'll let him and Sasuke fight for a little bit. Once the fight gets to Sasuke, but Sasuke will tell him no, this is his fight, and he's gonna finish Itachi. Once Itachi gets good with the kidding, he activates his Susanoo. When Naruto sees this, he goes towards Itachi to finish him off, and so does Sasuke, but Sasuke's too weak, and he lays down, Orochimaru getting released. But as this is happening, Itachi seals him with the Totsuka blade, with Itachi clinging on to as much life as he has left. Itachi would tell Naruto that Sasuke to protect Sasuke, but before he can even say, and stabs Itachi in his shoulder, in his side. Itachi is sitting there stunned, and he sits there and tells Naruto the truth about Konoha and what actually happened on the Uchiha massacre. When Naruto hears this, his eyes begin to form, his Sharingan glows redder, and his Tomo begin to morph. Naruto is in shock when he hears about how the leader of Akatsuki, Tobi, helped him kill the Uchiha, and Madara Uchiha is planning to make an infinite Tsukunome and make a plan. And then Itachi dies. Tobi wouldn't be informed because Zetsu didn't know about this, and then they would take his body to Konoha, and they would come back, and they'll see Naruto would blitz over to Kakashi. Kakashi and Kisama's fight's been happening for a long time until Kakashi kamoeed away his Samahara, and Samahara will not be able to be used by Kisame since Samahara is way gone. It's way too far gone, and he can't get it back, so he eventually leaves. Over time, him and Obito would be able to use Kamui easily, and then around the fight where Kakuzu and them would all still come up, they would still die. Can't remember his name. He still died. I feel ashamed. The third Hokage's son. He still dies basically, and then Naruto and the others are saddened, especially his team, and everybody else sits there until Naruto shows up to fight. Until Naruto shows up, everybody's still losing until Naruto and Sasuke arrive. Naruto with his Mangekyo Sharingan and Sasuke with his Eternal Mangekyo, deciding to get Itachi's eyes earlier. Well, he doesn't get his Eternal Mangekyo before Naruto tells him this. He says, Sasuke, he tells him the truth about Itachi, and then he unlocks his Mangekyo, and then blah 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 blah. Obito helps him get Itachi's eyes injected into his own, and then he gets Mangekyo. That's basically what all that happened. So around the time of this fight, Naruto pulls up with his fire release Rasengan. It's basically a fire. It's basically like the Rasengan Shuriken that he has in canon, but imagine that with flames on it, like a flame, like a red flaming one. He calls it Uchiha style Rasengan Flame Shuriken. It's not perfect, but it's still, well, it's semi-perfect since he has Sasuke and he has Shadow Clone, so it's semi-perfect but not fully perfect. Naruto and the others beat Kakuzu. Well, Naruto uses that flame attack to kill him. Flame, saying Shuriken, and he uses it to kill him. And then when Naruto beats Kakuzu, Deidara would not be alive since Naruto literally killed him, and he wouldn't have a chance to get. He wouldn't be resurrected by Tobi. Since the only Tobi's, so around the time of the 5 Kage Summit, Obito's bodyguards will be Naruto and Sasuke. Tobi still comes and declares the 4th Shinobi World War, and then Tobi tries to come away. Tobi talks to Sasuke, but as this is happening, Tobi gets blitzed by Obito. Imagine Obito, Sasuke, and Naruto. You're not gonna be able to get away until they realize that they're not in the 5 Kage Summit. They're somewhere Obito that. My power. I can teleport to dimensions or different. And you're here to kill you. Obito, I believe. He told me that his time has and he's gonna kill. It's time to die. Said Naruto. And then Sasuke gets hit, basically hit, until others tell him that Sasuke gets hit, knocks to the ground before Toby takes off his jacket and goes in. Toby and Obito fight until the very end, until Obito is killed. When Naruto sees this, he goes into his QB Chakra Mode 2. He'll go to his QB Chakra Mode 2. Well, not Chakra Mode, but it's 2. Basically, that's the form he uses in Shippuden. And he goes on him, almost defeated, and Naruto's sitting on the ground until the 6 paths of pains arrive. Naruto and the others tell him that Naruto and Pain talk to each other about their goals until Pain is about to pin him down until they hear Amaterasu, and Pain, two of the 6 paths of pain, get burned into a crisp. When the Diva Pass sees this, he's about to use it, a Tenra Sensei, or an Almighty Push, before he gets hit by Obito. When Naruto sees Obito still alive, he's in shock, but he turns back to normal. He fights with him for a little while until the other Akatsuki members arrive. The only remaining Akatsuki members are Kisame, basically the ones that are around the 4th Shinobi World War instead of in extra pain. Obito decides to tell them that they have a few days until the war starts, and switch dimensions with them. Naruto and Sasuke train a little bit to master newfound power, and Naruto unlocks his Mangekyo Sharingan like in canon. We already knew he unlocked his Mangekyo, but the people that are reviewing, like if this was an actual show, the people that are reviewing would know they just unlocked his Mangekyo. But guys, let me know if y'all guys want to keep it the way of, I'm only going to keep this part. Yeah, but basically, y'all, if y'all guys, I want to link the other parts in the description, and y'all guys can, if you guys want to like and subscribe, you can. So, my series is going to be starting on Cloak to Wolf Game. So, link on see me.
You lost because you underestimated me. Go!